A very powerful storm is hitting right now and it will last for multiple hours through our evening. It has been upgraded for chances for 3 to 3.5 inch hail right here by the triple point. I will go through that with you. Plus the winds that has been upgraded up to 90 miles per hour wind gusts as well. Now right now we have over 47 severe warning alerts. Now all the red boxes is severe thunderstorms and all these pink boxes are the tornado warning cells. But also you can see the straight line winds coming with those white lines as that pushes further towards the east. Look how you look into Iowa. Look at Iowa popping off with multiple tornado warnings going to Illinois, going to Wisconsin, coming from Minnesota as well. Plus all the winds that's shooting towards the north. There's going to be chances for downdrafts anywhere from 60 to 80 miles per hour, which could be just as much damage as a tornado as well. So I'm going to go through the latest information for you so you can see how long this is going to last, the new information on the impacts, and who is at risk. Showing literally an hour after this video goes out, this is where it's going to start getting even more intense. Now all the timestamps has been moved towards the top so you can see it a little bit better. Now you can see the motion that we're going into as we go from 5 to 6 o'clock. This is where we got our dry line kicking in. Now, not only the dry line, if you look at the cold front that's kicking in as well, that's going to continue bringing our storms further towards north. Now, up here in the north, this is where we have a lot of strong winds. Aloft is where we have a lot of strong updrafts. So you still have the chance for the EF3 tornado to the north, EF2 tornado to the south. Plus the cold temperatures coming right behind that for this weekend. If you haven't seen those, make sure you go see my video from this morning. I did post those. But now you can see the graph. So now we have that big moderate section going right towards that triple point of the dry line and the cold front with all this warm moisture headed towards the north. So it has been upgraded for very large hail, 3 to 3.5 inches. Also for the winds up to 90 miles per hour wind gusts. Plus the whole area could see anywhere from 60 to 80 miles per hour wind gusts coming for everybody else. This is just the worst part of it. So you can see now as of making this video, you can see everything in this model run as well come into fruition. Plus this whole line of storms has a chance for a tornado and it's going to strengthen towards the north. And it has a whole bunch of convection for this storm to feed on as it goes through the rest of the evening, still bringing the tornado threat through the rest of the evening. Now it's going to strengthen as it goes through the chance for Wisconsin as well a little bit, but also over here along the south where you have your dry line as it goes from the southern to a northern angle is going to strengthen your chance for tornadoes over here along the south. So far showing the line will reach down there somewhere between 10 o'clock tonight into midnight, so beware, y'all will see the storms last of the severity. But you can see how as you go through the evening for 4, 5, look at 4 o'clock. A lot of discrete cells right in front of this line. Also over here from northeastern Iowa, you need to watch out for something posing a little threat right in front of there. This is where it's very strong with the chance for a tornado as we go through 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, the threat is still there, but now you turn into more of a linear event, bringing damage and winds all down this line. Now remember, you're going to have a whole bunch of mesovortices, a whole bunch of rotating storms in this line of storms as this whole line goes all the way south. So it's going to remain all even along with a lot of storm warnings coming through, plus the winds as you go through 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and 11 o'clock. So here's a new outlook, everybody, of who is at risk. And let's start off with the hail threat. So the whole line of storms in significant severe in this black hatched area has chances to see 2 inches in diameter easily of hail. But over here along the triple point, over here for Oklahoma going through Kansas, also was building by that low pressure to the north with very steep lap rates, a lot of strong winds aloft. This is chances for 3.5 inches in diameter and maybe 3.5 inches or greater over here in this 45% because of that triple point. So here's your cities and states at risk for the hail threat for today. Now, it's still hard to see this blue area because National Weather Service made it so dark. But so far, the top line has Wichita, Kansas, Madison, Wisconsin, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Davenport, Iowa, and Iowa City, Iowa. The second line has Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Kansas City, Missouri, Wichita, Kansas, Madison, Wisconsin, and Des Moines, Iowa. Now, the wind threat that has grown as well. Not only this big area in this red section section where you can see 60 to 70 miles per hour wind gusts. You have this big 45% pink section where you see anywhere from 80 to 90 miles per hour wind gusts. And you have the significant severe over here by the triple point where you're going to get the large hail, the chances for the strong tornadoes. This is where the strongest winds more likely will be out of everything. So here's your cities and states at risk for the wind threat for today. And the strongest threat is the top two lines. The top line is Kansas City, Missouri, Wichita, Kansas, Overland Park, Kansas, Kansas City, Kansas, and Topeka, Kansas. The second line is Chicago, Illinois, Kansas City, Missouri, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, and Madison, Wisconsin. And the tornado threat, which is still the same, the slight risk has gone a little bit further into the north of Wisconsin though, but still the chance for the EF2 and the EF3 tornadoes. So here's your cities and states at risk for the tornado threat for today. And once again, the top line is Madison, Wisconsin, Rockford, Illinois, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Davenport, Iowa, Iowa City, Iowa. The second line is Chicago, Illinois, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Kansas City, Missouri, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Wichita, Kansas. And you can see here from National Weather Service, numerous severe thunderstorms are likely this afternoon into tonight across parts of the upper Midwest, southward across the lower Missouri Valley and central southern Great Plains. Initially, this may be accompanied by a risk for large to giant hail and a few strong tornadoes, before a severe wind gust of 60 to 90 miles per hour become the most prominent hazard by this evening. Now the supercell is moving from Oklahoma into Kansas, right by the triple point. This is where you have the chances of the 3+ inches in hail. And the severe weather for tomorrow, for Saturday. There is a hail threat. So far, here's your cities and states at risk. It will be on a low end. And a wind threat, which you could see the most winds out of eastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania. So here's your cities and states at risk for the wind threat for tomorrow. Your tornado threat is a low threat. I don't think it is possible, but you still can't rule out a small spin up. So here's your cities and states at risk for a quick tornado possibility for tomorrow. Showing that the hail threat will be all along these lines. There's storms, everybody. Look at this. Multiple states is going to get hammered with hail. Also a lot of winds. This is going to bring about some power outages. And you can see this with the line of storms. So I move the timestamps towards the bottom where there won't be any storms so you can see this play out. Look how this plays out through the evening, everybody, bringing these storms. Now look at the winds that's going to be coming with this as that goes through the evening. And this will go all night long. This is by 6 p.m. Still pushing through with those storms all the way towards later into the evening, everybody. And it's still going to continue bringing these winds all evening long and down Texas with the dry line into Oklahoma as well. So we're going to get a lot of winds. Now what you're looking at is all the green is 40, but once you get in towards this orange, this is 50 miles per hour wind gusts. But over here from Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, even Wisconsin, even towards the UP of Michigan going into Canada, that is 60, that is 70, that is 80 something miles per hour wind gusts. And that is your latest update. Just real short, real quick, so you know what the newest information is. Please prepare for these storms. They will not be a joke, everybody. Check on your neighbors before this comes into fruition in your area. And before I go, a quick word from God, everybody. Give y'all some protection. This never gets old. Psalm 91, 1-5. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Amen. God bless you all. Keep you all safe. Please, when you get the warnings, make sure you go to your safe place until it passes by. I pray for every single one of y'all. And remember, above all things, all glory does go to God, our Father in heaven, Yahweh. And I always hope He keeps you safe every single day of your life and forever. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Have a great evening, everybody. Take care of each other.